Good evening. All your men have paid their debts. A line of frozen trees cradles your breath. Your eyes stay closed inside your chest. Your eyes stay closed inside your chest. Your eyes stay closed inside your chest. Your eyes stay closed. Death bangs on my door and says, he is on the run. Needs a safe place to hide his skin. I say, sure. I say, sure. Anything for a friend. She says, oh child of weathered leather toughened by the rope. O child of bitter, poisoned rivers toughened by the stone. O cake of mud and lonely heart sinking in your sleep. Do you build and slaughter in kind the parts you've had to keep? Won't you tell me why? Won't you tell me whole? Does the storm still come, hover over your soul? Won't you tell me why? Won't you tell me whole? Think if you pray before the sun sets, all your men might be dead. And the frozen trees cradles your breath. Your eyes stay closed inside your chest. Your eyes stay closed inside your chest. Your eyes stay closed inside your chest. Your eyes stay closed. Lay your tongue on a bed of wind and lick the nectar right off the horizon. Side note, the kinky curls we done shaved from Poseidon. Listen with your spirit, keep safe from the lies them falling like braids upon the color of a climate. Must be dawn in your crossword rising, clawing north with no upset tidings. Blood and gore now color you mindless, untrained, lost and still conniving. But not my portion, says trumpet major. My life done entails some detailed living. So I will not fester in this flesh-like crater where we can't keep saying, we just keep writing. Aren't you just sugar? Somebody's princess, the taste of salt and summer, an intimate caress. So won't you swing with us till we bring the sun back, the taste of salt and summer, an intimate caress. So aren't you just sugar? Somebody's princess, the taste of salt and summer, an intimate caress. So won't you swing with us till we bring the sun back, the taste of salt and summer. It says here that you smell like nothing, think of nothing, that you dress up your evolution in noise. Half clown, half artist, your thoughts are trudging. Avert your gaze, let the mind stay low. It says here that you smell like nothing, that you think of nothing. It says here that you smell like nothing, that you think of nothing. It says here that you smell like nothing. Avert your gaze. Avert your gaze, let the mind stay low. Avert your gaze. Belitha, I look up and the sun, it runs down low. The landscape, like me, is just tired. Belitha, I look up and the sun, it runs down low. The landscape, like me, is just tired. And I did anticipate, did I not, Belitha, that the skin on this face will peel off? So now here I am, like the autumn of some handout, waiting for the petals to fall. Your ear before you turn to snow, and you Sister, how do you get your skin? Sister, how do you get your skin? Sister, how do you get your skin into such soft kindle? Sister, is that smoke through the mirror of your pigment? So stressed out, the absolute is irrelevant. Mantras as dead as your ivory earrings. Your mask dripping, the blood swelling into the outline of a spirit. Sister, all your sharp edges are chiseled. Your mask dripping, the blood swelling into the outline of a sister. Is that smoke through the pigment? Sister, is that smoke through the mirror? Sister, is that smoke through your body, through your body, through your fear? Sister, is that smoke through the pigment? Sister, is that smoke through the mirror? Sister, is that smoke through your body, through your body, through those fears? Sedatives, sister. I too am a slave to my element. When we write the sky, it is the clouds that questions it. The rain says, nah, it's probably the firmament. See, she thinks we're high because we dress like sedatives. Sister, I too am a slave to my element. Sister, I too am a slave to my element. Sister, I too am a slave to my element. Sister, I too am a slave to my element. When you blow the powder out of my hands, my son will turn from ash to spirit. I will inhale his crushed marrow until my lungs become it. The people say that my mourning is a ritual. Rituals are an old language, for I cannot mold a clay soul and still cook for the enemy in it. When we blow the powder out of my hands, my son will turn from ash to spirit. I will inhale his crushed marrow until my lungs become it. The people say that my mourning is a ritual. Rituals are an old language, but I cannot mold a clay soul and still cook for the enemy in it.
Right?
And I've been sipping on Q, sitting collecting my juice, the world waiting on me while I wait on you, wondering how anything true And now where to? Wondering how anything true. And now where to? I face up, speckled in white, a dream. Something else has come for me still. Slivers of light, it seeps, crawls across my skin, newly formed. I have become again. I have become again. I have become again. I will become again. I have become. When you reach the edge of the world, you will find a wall covered in goat skin and the smell of burnt smoke. Behind it, Saturn circles herself, places a hand above a tear in her belly. The gold stings her palm, drips down to her legs. In her cleanse, knee from knee is spread. The gold seeps back in, stars studded against hip, rows and rows of misled sheep. A feeling grows, covered in soot and bite marks. Saturn considers that not all self-harm is caused by self. Saturn considers a crash in consciousness, then a chant, rain created to beat against chest, feet, drum, hand step, too much power. How easily we restrain ourselves. Too much power. I know you think you're safe right now, that all it does is come up to the stage right now, and everything is gonna be okay right now, but no one really changed, no. I know you think you're safe right now, that all it does is come up to the stage right now, and everything is gonna be okay right now, but no one really changed, no. Everything the same. We sit together in your head, the grass beneath us soft. You tangle the air in perpetual night, and I remember that I love you, but how much further into the dark? How much longer in the night? When will you say, I am okay now? Let us go and feel something else, out of your head and into the light, so that you see what I look like in the daytime, and I see in turn that where you touch me, I will ache, as you ache, ready to crumble into the salt. But how will you see me here loving you, if every day we spend our time going further into the dark? Yeah, I know that you do doubt. Everything you do, turn your heart right inside out. You try to shade the moon, 'cause you think that you are dark. Not darker than the truth, also empty you stay preach, also empty you stay preach, so you run instead of walk. Your fears begin to crawl, you turn your flesh to words, but these words, they have no soul. Oh, you think because you breathe, You suddenly exist. Oh, so empty you stay, preach. Oh, so empty you stay, preach. The bathroom is painted a soft blue and speaks fluent Portuguese, like your mother. The bathroom thinks you have too much color, not enough sense, that you have one life to be everything when you have decided you have forever. The bathroom tries to wait outside your body, forcing herself not to barge in. Are you talking to yourself again? Counting bodies and losing friends, does the world now crumble where your life begins? Do you stumble in time, stumble in time? Do you know you're God by scent? Every moment absorbed and spent in a world now hollowed by merit events. Do you crumble in time, crumble? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? You don't know. I sit on my cloud and throw glass coins down to the ground. Humanity is still not deserving. These cures will never be found. So I watch as the same girl makes her way to the same shops. I watch her prayers trail behind her, unable to reach the same gods. I will try and send her visions of coins made of glass, but she will look up right at me and only ever see the stars. I've been feeling kinda low, truth. Lovers ain't doing what they supposed to. Bills like rain through the family roof. All my forever's just passing through. And I've been thinking, is it me, truth? Am I a moth or a flame, truth? Does love mean a leash? But I've been dreaming of this hut, of this hut, a door laced with herbs, in my hut, the goats sleep outside, outside my hut, I've been dreaming of this hut, of this hut, and I've been feeling kinda low, truth. Lovers ain't doing what they supposed to. Bills like rain through the family roof. All my forever's just passing through. And I've been thinking, is it me, truth? Am I a moth or a flame, truth? Does love mean a leash? You are 4 years old and compare your father's breath to paraffin. He's been trying to reason with your mother above the stove again. They always argue about the same things. Your whole childhood is scratched disc. Your heart is stuck on repeat. You avoid eating in public in case someone notices your father's teeth. You are vegetarian to avoid a culture willing to barter you for beef. You lay in your mother's arms and hope she will tell you who you're supposed to be. Because some days you are honey, and others you are a beehive. Today you are the sun, and tomorrow you are a street light, so instead of living, you dance. You've got a starfish on your tongue, and you don't know where it's from. You've got a pillow on your lungs. You write your breath into a song. You've got a starfish on your tongue, starfish on your tongue, and you don't know where it's from, know where it's from. You've got a pillow on your lungs, pillow blow on your lungs, you write your breath into a song. No one sees something is wrong, you've got a starfish on your tongue. My sense of humor breathes out thunder, imitating jackhammers, disapproving bystanders. My sense of humor is a dyslexic composer, sketching shady bar music, crawling under club mixes. My sense of humor is green. You know, a queen cannot get high all day. Closes her eyes, but nothing fades. It feels good to be black these days. It feels good to be black, feels good to be black. The man on the street says, hey. I say, damn, is that God I see? He says, yes, baby girl, it's me. It feels good to be black, feels good to be black. I am a man, but not a man you see. I am a God, but not God you see. So calm down, smoke a blunt with me. It feels good to be black, feels good. My brother knows. We are stargazing in the sea, trying to count the floating rocks by splitting their reflections into themes. We are two halves of a railway station on a boat. The Titanic is a plane, not a metaphor. This love story has wings and memories of stealing fruit from unripe wisdom trees. Your fate was sown long before you became a victim. The bloodbaths are mightier than the pencil. We are capable of God, and God is capable of evil. Heaven and hell are at the mercy of music, and yet the music are the people. We compete in our suffering and compare the devil's hickeys in church. So if we are to acknowledge that we exist as sinners, then we should admit that we are made in something else's image. You tell the tiger to wipe the blood from its mouth, lest the people teach it shame. But the wetness of its insides warm our backs all the same. Is it warm in the belly of the prey? You hide in it all your life. Nothing that walks shall lower the mountain's head, but even she must bow at the feet of time. The night weeps dry to an absent moon. Where are you tossed, my delicate monsoon? Won't you scrape the char from my skin into day? Does the sadness not sink heavy, heavier still in the black of my weight? I, who's washed in her feathers' milk, who drops from the trees to land in my skin, each rebirth dragging an enemy within. It is the enemy within that sees. I, the child that could be mine, ancient seamstress of the great divine, and if I were to die, dragging flesh from my shoulder through the tunnel of my rage, it would be to push blade through the tongue that enslaves me by name. You think that if you pray before the sun sets, oil men might pay their debts. A line of frozen trees cradles your breath. Your eyes stay closed inside your chest. Your eyes stay closed inside your chest. Your eyes stay closed inside your chest. There is a blinding light that escapes when your mouth is open. It burns the skin on your lips. You taste the scorn of heaven whenever your anger speaks. Eating at your crown is a row of brown teeth. It seems. From afar you gaze at a throne fashioned from your feet. The chatter around your head is mindless speak. You're a mindless fiend. Your soul bobs its head to a mindless beat. The moon sighs and cradles her cheek as you lie underneath. Your naked body devours the wind and still you are not clean. Thank you for